Stoner Lad here. Welcome to Garage Walkthrough on Need for Speed Payback. So, just kind of cruising around for a second here. Got out my RX-7 drift car here. So basically, there's a few different tiers during the game, or through the game, that you can select, and that they actually use throughout the campaign mode and all that other fun stuff. As we get over to the garage and give you the walkthrough, I'll explain, each tier of car and, the basics pretty much about them, everything you need to know about them. Videos later on of, recommendations for cars if you're just starting out, or if you've been playing and you haven't found that right car yet. I'm happy to help. So, let's get to it. So, first thing is if you feel like you have to travel everywhere, you don't. So basically, if you just hit your middle button on the PlayStation controller, it brings up your whole entire map, everything. I actually bought a pack to show me all of these spots where all these tokens and stuff are. That'll be a later video. But we'll just wherever you want to go, gas stations, tune shops, dealerships, and garages, you can basically fast travel to. Anything race-wise, billboard-wise, or basically all of these little side quest things here. You have to drive to, but mainly the basic things you can pretty much fast travel to: garages, performance shops, dealerships, stuff like that. So we'll pretty much hop right over to the garage quick. So your garage is literally on an airstrip in the middle of friggin' nowhere, middle of a desert, but very secluded, very nice. So you guys have seen, that was my RX-7 I was driving. We'll skip over. That was drift car, so that's one of the tiers. Now this is my Pagani. This was actually an abandoned car that they do it every now and again, where they put an abandoned car on the map for you to find. And once you find said abandoned car, you basically have to get a copper suit, drive it back to your garage in order to keep it. Crappy part, can't do visual customizations, so as far as wheels, paint, vinyls, anything, can't do none of that. Kind of stupid, is what it is, but that's a race class Pagani. Next class they use, tier they use in the game is a drag tier. I got a C10 step side. Now this is a derelict. We'll get into those later on in the channel at some point. Just another race car here. This is my Acura NSX. Had it for a little while here. She might be getting gone here at some point because I'm feeling a Regera in my future. Off-road, I went with a Mustang. I did a super build on it, pretty much. Thing is an absolute monster. I mean, if you've beaten the game and you're looking for a good off-road car, do this, but just kind of try to maybe steer away from the actual fully upgraded catch-up pack. I would go the second one in and probably try to build it up from there, just because I feel like this thing right now where it's at, for off-road, it just kind of slips and slides everywhere. I mean, if you can keep it under control, it's absolutely amazing, but I mean, that's if you can, depending on the track. And some people online, they just like to friggin' race dirty, so then you can go to your warehouse here. So you can basically bring in cars from your warehouse. Here's my Evo. Had that for a little bit. Just bought this car. It's an E340, or it's an E46 M3. As you can see, I kind of went with the Need for Speed Most Wanted kind of build on it. It's not the M3 GTR. I know, I'll get that out of the way before everybody starts, oh, it's not the same thing. Yeah, I get it, but it's the closest you can get to the game. I honestly think it's one of the most iconic cars, and it's actually a really good race car. Stats and stuff you can see are pretty well. She's lacking in a few spots. I can't really seem to get those areas to go any higher than what they're at, but overall good. Drift, drag, off-road. Now runner cars are basically in the game when you're on campaign mode. It's for the character Jessica Miller. She basically runs like a lot of like jobs and stuff like that. Um, once you get into the more of the game, you'll figure out. But these are basically like very tough versions of the original cars that you can buy for like a race, a drag, or a drift. These things are actually made to withstand, once you get them upgraded and stuff, to withstand like police brutality through pursuits, or missions, stuff like that. And then Speed Cross, I didn't get this part of the game yet. I just haven't got around to it. I've just been kind of screwing around a little bit here with my cousins and stuff, doing some races, trying to make some money. As you can see, I'm kind of broke right now. Um, but those are the three main tiers. But anyway, so say I wanted two here. What am I not really wanting in my garage right now? I've got 3 race cars in my garage. Sorry, 2 race cars and a drift car. So if I wanted to just trade my NSX out for, say, my E340 or my M3 E46, can't say it right for some reason. Just go there, I select the car, and then it's in the garage, and then the car you traded it out for will basically be um, sent to the warehouse. You can swap it back and forth at any time, all that fun stuff. Um, so we'll get to that. So this is the garage you start off with. Actually gonna take this thing out for a spin here, just to kind of show you guys what some of these things are actually doing out here on this game, because it's pretty crazy, some of the upgrades and how fast some of these cars can actually really be. Just insane. Out of all my Need for Speed's definitely my second favorite. Most wanted, the original 2005 version. Most favorite, most definitely. So basically, if you go here and you go to your locations, you've got your gas station, your tune shop. Again, we'll get into some of these things in a different video. So we're just gonna get this out of the way in the same video though. So any of these that you see like this, these are dealerships. Purple is off-road, red is racing, yellow is drag, green is drift, and then blue is your runner section. But as you can see, you can actually go through and buy more than or have more than just one garage. That's the airstrip garage. I own this garage out here. One dirt down here in the city part, and then you've got one over here in the green area, and that actually looks like about it for the garages. For some reason I thought there was more than there is, but we'll just kind of screw around here for a second. I'll show you guys maybe the tune shop and stuff. Actually kind of get it out of the way. It's only 2:40 in the morning, but it's my day off. So these little side quests, like you see those, there's like jumps, drifts, speed traps, speed runs, and you basically get them to earn stars. Sometimes when you get to a certain amount of stars, they'll give you what's called a base shipment. See if we can try to cover that in this video. If not, I'll definitely cover it in the next one or one after, but we'll see. So this is your tune shop. This is where you get all your performance upgrades. This is where you basically build your car other than visuals and stuff like that. So this is the section where you can actually go through and buy the performance parts that you see fit that you would want on your car. Over here is your equip section. So this right here, when I get a little bit more cards in my stock here, I'll show you actually right here. So basically, if you look down at the bottom of the screen, bottom left, you'll see sell spare cards, trade in spare cards. So you can either sell them for cash, or over by my money, the little blue icon, those are trade-ins. So basically what trade-ins are is you've got all your different categories here as far as parts, you've got brands, and then you've got little side perks that kind of help you boost. I've got a 3x Shidori, which basically helps with my speed and brakes, which being a race car kind of helps out a lot. But it's 3 rolls per spin, and I mean you can actually jump through. So if you wanted to roll on, like say you wanted to roll on an ECU, you can roll on an ECU, and then it'll just pick these 2 randomly. If you wanted to do a random, it would roll this section and this, and then this section, if you selected this, it would roll here and here. So that's that. Now these trade-in packs you get when you beat certain chapters of the game. The level 16, the best one you can get, is good for some cars depending on what you're building. Others, like I said, you might want to stick with like a lower tier or like middle tier and kind of build it up from there, just so that way you kind of get the feel for it. And that way, you know, you don't have the chances of making it too overpowerful, because my Mustang off-road with this thing is just, we'll have to just at some point get in a speed list. Maybe I'll do a separate broadcast after this one and just, you know, show you guys some of the races, and, you know, kind of walk you through what you're kind of expecting for the gameplay and stuff like that. Pretty much how it's compared to some of the other Need for Speeds, and kind of where they went with this one, which is actually in some aspects pretty cool. They kind of went like a different direction with this one, but it's a good direction. Definitely better than the 2012 version of Need for Speed Most Wanted, which was, sorry for all you fans, but was absolutely garbage. But yeah, why I'm taking my BMW off road beyond me. But don't mind the street sweeper in the background. I live on a main drag in the middle of town, so as you can see, BMW pretty quick, pretty simple. I mean, things got good brake response. The 0 to 60 is incredible. You know, quarter mile time could be a little bit better, but like I said, it's probably one of those things I can't really, you know, get tweaked to where I actually want it to be. It's just something I kind of got to deal with, unfortunately. Same with my nitrous power and capacity. I wish I had more power behind the nitrous and just a little bit more in the tank, but yeah, it is what it is. So, God, that thing is fucking loud. So, yeah, that was pretty much my garage walkthrough. Kind of walked you guys through a couple of other things, just to kind of get you the basic startup and setup of the game. So other than that, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting more videos either daily, every other day, you know, basically when I can. So I will see what I can do about maybe getting into a speed list. I'm actually waiting to hear back from my cousin at the moment. Also, if you guys are interested in subscribing to channels like this, go follow Tokening420. That's my cousin Chris. He is also starting a YouTube channel, and he's more on the blackout scene of like Call of Duty and stuff, but I'm going to try to get him into, you know, live streaming some of our Need for Speed moments, because stuff gets pretty intense. So alright guys, well, I will try to get that done for you tonight, and if not, like I said, I got the day off, so I will catch you guys at some point. Hey, take care easy. Stoner Lad, over and out.